Bonjour, good morning. It is Monday the 7th of October. It is freezing. It was 6 degrees this morning when I woke up. This is horrendous. I hate the cold. My body hates the cold. I am now going to be in pain for the next 6 months because my body is broken. Right. That is what you put around the perimeter of your house when you put your screed down for underfloor heating, which allows for expansion. So when it expands and contracts with the heat, that stops it cracking because it's got something to go up against. A little bit of give. And then we have this box of goodies here. These are the pipe clips. So they are basically plastic U-shaped clips. When you put the pipe and wiggle it around all your rooms, you then use these little clips to clip it into the Celtex insulation to hold it all in place. So we've got a couple of bits there. I'm literally here, get the job all set up. Ready for Craig to turn up to start on this roof, so that is what I'm going to do. We will come back when we are getting everything in place. I don't know how much filming we'll be doing. It'll probably just be us doing stuff with it on high speed because obviously we need to concentrate on what's happening rather than trying to film. Right, ciao for now, back in a while. Right, done a bit of prep work already. There's the notches ready to take this purlin. That's that notch there. So let's see what happens.
Put it on the first run, yeah?
Yeah.
I think you're right, so in there.
Let me just jump up and get rid of that.
Yes, okay.
Lock. See, ideally, if I can get underneath that, boost it up, and then you push as I guide it up, we can try that once.
Maybe if we drop it down there so we get more of an angle.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Otherwise the angle's a lot shallower, isn't it? It's going to be hard. If we drop that down there, we can always both get underneath it and try and push it.
Boost it.
Go fast. If we go against the wall, you know what I mean? Push it right against the wall, it's going to come away from the wall as we get further away.
So as it goes up.
Yeah, and then we're
Do we want that out the way then?
No, I think we try and sit it on top of that timber, yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, let's have a go. Right, so let's go along and I'm going to put it down there, probably on its side, like that.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, for the initial lift, we're probably going to want it flat in it, because otherwise for the twist. Right, do we want the rock up? Because there's a chance now you're getting that anywhere fucking handy, is it?
No, do not strap it. One just goes from there, the other one.
Let's stop it then.
Here we go. I've got my black ones.
Right, so as you can imagine, a 6 metre long beam is pretty heavy. We're just going to get some straps and do it in stages, so slowly, we don't want to hurt ourselves.
I mean, probably my left arm's a weak kid, but we'll manage. Right. We'll probably go a bit like that together, actually, might work out.
Well, should we lift it, get it onto our shoulders,
Yeah.
and then we'll make sure you might want to kick that around.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Okay. Right, do you want to sort out your hop up to make sure it's in a good position?
Okay, why don't we go up?
Okay. Right, what do you want to do?
We need, right, drop it down a bit, relax. Okay, we need to pull it towards me. You got more? Or is it going to hit that timber now? Really push. See, look, we're missing. Alright, relax, down. We need to go some more, don't we? Alright, stop. You ready? Yeah.
Right, I tell you what,
What?
I'm fucking relax. Have I got it?
Yeah. What about if I go there and try and push it?
Yeah, do that.
You got it? You sure?
Yeah.
Don't be a hero, a leg. One, two, three. You're on. Relax. One of my testicles just exploded. Right.
Ideally,
Just want to keep going a bit more than me. Want to get
yeah,
it so
what I don't want to happen is the top of that skag,
skag.
like rip the wood.
Right, yeah.
I think.
What are you doing with these? Painting them? Staining or paint?
Possibly staining if we keep them in good enough condition. Just so I think that'd look nicer.
Yeah,
But if it goes
maybe.
tits out, then yeah.
So you can always fill it if you're going for. Because I'm not a massive fan of pine, so I'd probably go for painting. But
Yeah, but to be fair, I do like quite the idea of a grey.
yeah,
Like
nice
one of the grey
isn't
sort
it?
of things, yeah.
Where's the top of the thing? That's actually solid there. That's okay. We're going to miss the. There's points there. I mean, realistically,
We always want to go so it just sort of self-pivots.
up, but then it's getting it round.
Yeah, once
Go
it's
on.
pivoting,
Yeah,
we'll be able to swing it around,
yeah,
get that scaffold or the ladder,
yeah.
just to lift it over onto there.
Okay.
Then once it's on, then we can fucking.
Well, maybe
bring it
what we
back.
should do then, to get sure, so it just sits nice and flat on this timber, is move that around so it's just sitting nice and flat on there, and it's not catching on the corners like it is at the moment, so it won't
Right.
damage it. And then that timber, it's not going to damage nothing. You won't be able to sand out. It's only going to put a couple mil. Worst
Yeah.
case scenario, just got to sand it
Or
out.
should we just lift this around to there like that then?
No, I don't think we should go in the middle there. I think if anything, we should lift that over the sand.
Right.
Go up like that.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't want to. Because then I think maybe we get to a point where one of us gets up the top. Maybe I'm not sure yet. But
Okay.
if it doesn't slide. Maybe we should do that trainers on. When it doesn't slide. Okay. What do you reckon? Just
I reckon I'll just jump up and get rid of these. Rocks and things like that. Tell you what, if we were to drag that this way,
What about putting the other ladder there?
boost it across.
If I then lifted it across, went on that ladder, you could come and take it off me almost.
Yeah. Right.
I've got it. I'm
Don't-
here.
Bang it, slip into it
No,
again.
no, no.
Just
The ladder's there, mate. Use that one.
Oh, is that? Oh, of course. So I've got another ladder.
Is it work, Terry? Once you've got that in there, drag that scaffold out.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no, and then push the boards in so there's no overhang, so you can get more on the edge. You haven't got that 2 foot overhang. You with me?
Right, so bring this way.
Yeah. Can you?
Probably not. I'll give it a
Just don't want to leave this.
You're alright, yeah, like that?
Yeah, yeah. No. Don't worry.
Nah, it's too much.
Okay, so this needs to just kick that a bit more. Is that all safe where it is, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so I need to go up a bit more and then onto that. Well, I think really you want to go up the top. Don't be underneath. You get up there, because if it goes, mate, I will just let go of it. I'm not going to let it take it with me, you know? Take me with it. So as long as you're not underneath it. Right, so I'm going to go up, okay?
Yeah.
Is my foot in okay there?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Nice, well done.
Okay. Now, we just need, what we need to do now
This is just
is like
carry it.
behind your back, on that thing. If I can lift it, and I'm going to basically have to hand it to you, aren't I? We've got to now, this, I might even need to, I don't really want to go up that high. Where's it going to clear? There. Right.
Once we get it across, bring it down onto my knee, then I'll be able to shunt backwards.
I haven't got it.
Okay, go Mike.
Do that, mind your head. Just it down. One, two, roll down, down, down. It's in. High five. Well, that's it. I'm done for the day.
Right, ready for the second one.
I'll show it one last time at the old.
That was a struggle. One more to go. Right, we're just up on the roof. I'm just fitting the wall plate. So that wall plate's going down, so I'll fix that. Happy days. Right, next one's going in. We've got a bit of extra muscle. My mate Wayne's come, so. Right, we've just been busy setting out the ridge beam and the purlins. Everything is now, I suppose you could call it perpendicular, word of the day. So there's an equal gap between the edge of the wall plate. I do. It's one of my favourite words. So the gap between there and there is perfect, gap between there and there is perfect, so on and so forth. Which means basically when Craig starts to do all his cut rafters, hopefully you just do one cut and it's all the same throughout, if we get it right. If not, it'll be a little bit jiggling. Should all be good. So anyway, I'm going to leave Craig the carpenter to deal with it because it's way out of my repertoire of skills, so he's going to crack on with that. Wayne's going to stand there looking pretty as always. Stop it. And basically what I'm doing is creating forms around where the purlins go, and then I'm going to do the concrete shuttering to create a padstone. Hey, you happy with that? That's good, isn't it?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I don't want to get my bird mouse spots on first.
No, that does look good.
Perfect, mate. That probably
First.
looks that nice. So you got enough overhang there on the.
Yeah. First of 56, that is. 10-hour day. I don't like doing long days. I'm going to get to see sky for about an hour tonight, which absolutely sucks, but look what Daddy did. So both purlins and ridge beam are now all in. That's shuttering to retain the concrete padstone we've put, so that's happened on every single one. We ended up having to not demolish, but
A lot of this wasn't glued anyway, it was just in place, but we had to take a lot of it down to make it easier to lift it all into place. And when we put the cut rafters back in position, we can use that as a guide to infill. It looks a bit of a mess up there, but pretty much everything there goes back up, glued down, and it'll be back together in no time. Just literally a couple of hours work at the very most. Really pleased with how that's gone today. I put the extra couple of hours in because Craig, who's been helping me, he's very limited on time. He's got 2 days and then he's off to South Africa, the lucky bugger, for a few weeks, which would have totally messed my time scale. So we're just basically pushing on and working hard to get it done. We're pretty confident tomorrow we're going to have all the cut rafters up, and we'll have the multi-foil insulation, which will weather tight it over the top and batten down. If we can get to that stage, then it means I can then crack on my own getting the roof done, which means we're weather tight. So happy days. Right, see you in the next vid.